crafty friends, it is Christy and I am back with another scrapbooking process video for you. I'm going to be doing a 12 by 12 layout using the new Beach Party collection by Close to My Heart, and that is in the July to September seasonal mini catalog. So I have this beautiful sticker sheet. I've also pulled out this stencil, which is also by Close to My Heart, and I'm gonna do some mixed media and all the things. As always, you will find all of the products that I use linked down below in the description box. If you have any questions, you can always leave them in the comments and I will be sure to get back to you. And your comments, likes are always appreciated. If you're not a subscriber, I would love if you would consider becoming one, just so that you can be in touch with all the things going on here on my crafty YouTube channel. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started and make this page. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is add some gesso to the back of this piece of cardstock. It is Vicky Bouton Foundations paper. I am going to add the stencil with this Sundance ink, which is the perfect match for this line, this Beach Party line. I got some Tim Holtz Distress, but it didn't really make a difference, so I just nixed that. This color is Capri, which is one of my most favorite summer Close to My Heart colors. I'm going to spritz some water on top and roll my paper towel over. And you guys, that's how you get these beautiful watermarked images, is when you use gesso. If I didn't use the gesso, it would just soak in and then I couldn't do anything once it was on top. Now I'm gonna get these beautiful new tags. They're from Heidi Swap. I've pulled like a ton of stamp sets. As always, they'll all be linked down below for you, whatever is available. And I'm gonna stamp on 5 of the tags. I end up using this first one, which is Pool Rules. This stamp is so good. If you haven't seen it, there's a Pool Rules and a Lake Rules, and I love them. They are like the perfect script text background. I love it, love it, love it. All right, I get out my Tim Holtz stamp, whatever it's called, placement thing, and use that. This is really challenging because you cannot use the magnets on the tag because I'm stamping over the entire thing. So just had to do my best. Just had to do my best on that one. I'm using archival black ink from Close to My Heart. Here I am using this flip-flop stamp, which is so cute. And I am using the Capri to match the other ones. This piece of foam comes with the stamps. So each stamp set from Close to My Heart has a piece of foam backing on it, and that's what it sticks to. It is absolutely perfect for stamping on. It helps you get the best stamped image. Now, if I had half of a brain, I would have put a piece of cardstock behind this stamp, but you know, I learned my lesson eventually. But it wipes right off. I just use a baby wipe and it wipes right off of there. Then I clean my stamp. Look at how good these are looking. All right, now I'm going to use this sunburst looking stamp with the Sundance ink, which is, again, perfect. All the inks match this obviously perfectly because that is what I use for the background. All right, now I'm looking through all the millions of stamp sets that I have and trying to find a stamp for the last one. I really liked the Summer Fun on that one, but it was really big, so I end up nixing that. I pulled out all of my summer stamps and decided on this one. This is a Studio Calico Summer Fun stamp set. Recently I reorganized. I'm in the process of reorganizing my stamps, and I'm going to store them by category because I feel like that's how I use them. So I have all my summer stamps stashed together. I added tissue paper and a piece of the pattern paper, added a little edge distressing with my Tim Holtz tool, and now I'm going to cut some pattern paper to go behind these tags. Now, this probably wasn't necessary, but I felt like it added a little bit of that red. You'll see later in the process, I wanted some red. So I'm going to end up mounting these on the tags because I definitely wanted a little white border. I felt like when it was just the pattern paper, it was too much. It's too chaotic. It needed to be confined. Sometimes with pattern paper like this, it needs an edge around it to kind of confine the pattern. These sun pleather pieces I've had literally for forever. They're from Ali Edwards, and I'm finally going to use them, but I do not need what they say on them. So one is blank, but then it says like stay positive or something. So I'm going to end up getting chipboard and covering some of that up. I'm going to use the zip strip up here. It's from one of the pattern papers. I cut a little bit of a banner edge at the end, and I'm going to glue it down, use my T-square ruler, and make sure it is straight, and then tuck it behind here. I'm going to use this sticker, which is from the sticker sheet that comes with Beach Party, and use the waves up top. This is just a piece of foam. It's fun foam from Walmart. I love it. It's great. I haven't used it in a while, but I have a stash of it, so I needed to get rid of it. So, all right, this Sun and Fun, love it. But y'all, it's freaking huge. And I didn't want all that red. Like, I wanted just little pops of red. So I ended up cutting the word and right off of that and leaving it off. And you're going to see how I stack it. I'm going to glue everything down. This is Scotch Quick Dry in my fine liner bottle. You can get the fine liner bottle on Amazon, and the Scotch Quick Dry, I used to be able to get it at Michael's. I'm not sure if they have it anymore, but you can get it on Amazon too. All right, lining up all the tags. I added a sticker sun to one of those bursts. Figured that was the perfect element. I added a pair of the little sunglasses and 2 little stars from the rubber charms that are with the Beach Party collection. Add that umbrella. That is just the amount of red I wanted. So I didn't want so much red. I just wanted a little hint of it here and a hint of it there. I'm gonna use my foam dots from close to my heart, mount it right there so it pops up at the edge. This border stamp, I'm gonna end up tying some of this twine through here. All right, so you're gonna see me tie twine through every one of these tags, and then it was just too much. First of all, I didn't like how that bow was, so I just untied it and figured I'd come back to that. But yeah, I don't know, my brain sometimes, you can see my ADD when you put this on fast forward to watch it. All right, I'm gonna stick down one of the word strips here. It's perfect, it's from the sticker sheet, and then another one right below it. And that brings in a little bit of the red too, because it has some red, the writing is red. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. All right, the umbrella, I'm going to put this blue umbrella over there because why not? When am I going to get to use this blue umbrella? But right freaking now. And it just ties that element in so perfectly. This stamp positioning, I love it. It is got felt on the bottom, and you rub it on top of longer stamps to get the image correct. This border stamp is Life. It was a stamp of the month, I believe, either last month or the month before. And it is great. It says summertime, just add water, relax, and easy living. And I'm going to end up adding more stamping below the picture as well. Just fiddling here. I'm going to add these little flip-flops at some point, but I couldn't decide where to put them. So I'm going to put the rest of this sticker down here, which I thought was a good element to add, and play around. And then I add this Endless Summer ticket. Sometimes I find when I have a tag, the bottom edge of that tag was bothering me. I felt like it was just like hanging out in space. So this ticket gives it somewhere to land. It's like tucked behind it so you don't see it. It's perfect. Perfect. All right, now I'm gonna tie my twine. I'm in a little bit better of a mood, I guess. So I'm gonna tie my twine. I'm gonna use blue twine, yellow twine, and green twine. I end up taking the green twine out though, because I just didn't like how it looked. I felt like there was too much twine going on. And this yellow twine was a little bit more challenging. I'm not sure where I got it from, but it just was really hard for me to get this the way I liked it. It seems to unravel a little bit more. And then this is the green. I end up taking the green out because I didn't like it. And what I end up doing at the very end is adding some acrylic pieces to the tops of each of those tags, and they're in that blue color, so it adds some more of that blue in there. Looking at it this way, of course, it looks fine, but in person I just felt like there was way too much twine going on. All right, now I'm gonna add my journaling right here under this little umbrella. I use my pencil to pencil it in first, and then you guys, I have found the best writing on top of the gesso. My friend Heba Al-Sabai recommended them, and they are Write-Tech pens, and it comes in a pack. I use the 01 on here, and it is so perfect, you guys. I love it. All right, added one more line. I'm gonna write it with my pen, and then I'm gonna date stamp it. I was trying to see what size worked best. Sorry, there's obviously an emergency vehicle going by my neighborhood. So yeah, I pencil it in. Okay, anything that you put on top of gesso, you're gonna need to let dry. So the black ink, the writing ink, or the archival ink, you're gonna wanna let it dry. So then I got a wild hair, and I thought I would get these borders and cut them out, fussy cut some of them out. I end up only using the one that says fun, that's in the burst, and I end up putting it above the picture in one of those bursts up top, and I thought that was a great way to bring in some stamping. So we have kind of a visual triangle of stamping. Now I'm gonna make a visual triangle with some of the red. I'm gonna pull out my chipboard. I love this new organization system. I got my strips, and I'm gonna add the one happy. This one is white with little hearts. This red everyday life is perfect. And then this one says every summer has its own story. So I move that around, but I end up putting it above where it was before to the right. This heck yes, I back with some of the waves pattern paper from the Beach Party collection, and that is from Color Cast Designs. I put a staple through the top. I add this piece from Obed Marshall's new line, Especial, because I felt like it needed something above the picture. I fiddle with this stinking thread. I end up not using it at all because I couldn't get it. I'm no Missy Whidden. Missy Whidden is like the queen of the threads, and I can never get it to work right. So I end up just mixing it all together. So you're gonna see me add these acrylic shapes, and that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. All the products are linked below, and I will be back again soon with another video. Enjoy the close-ups. Bye.